The reality is that Canadians across the country are struggling with the cost of groceries. And it's been 20 months since food inflation has outpaced general inflation. That's almost 2 years. And what has this Liberal government done? Nothing but delay and disappoint. They've not taken on the major driver of the cost of groceries going up, which is corporate greed. Greedy CEOs who have used inflation as cover to drive up the cost of groceries. And we know that the Conservatives aren't going to take on corporate greed. They work for the super rich. They work for these wealthy CEOs and executives and the lobbyists. They're not going to take on the corporate greed that's driving up your costs, but we are. That's why we're proposing a law that will strengthen competition in Canada, which will put an end to price gouging, price fixing, and to mergers, which continue to allow for monopolies when it comes to our groceries, but other services as well. When we called the CEOs, the largest corporate grocery stores to Parliament, I was the only leader that showed up to ask them questions. Neither Pierre Poilievre or Justin Trudeau was there. It's not surprising that they're not there. Both of these parties have supported these wealthy corporations. They get donations from these wealthy CEOs. They're not willing to stand up to them, but New Democrats are. That's why we challenge them and ask them, how dare you continue to make record profits when Canadians can't even afford their groceries? And that's why we're putting forward a concrete law which will strengthen the ability of the Competition Bureau to take on the corporate greed of these corporations, to challenge the price gouging and price fixing which goes on. And just to remind Canadians, it wasn't that long ago, 2018, the large corporate grocery stores and large bread producers were found to have colluded to drive up the price of bread. That happened in Canada. And the Competition Bureau doesn't have enough power and the tools necessary to stop this and to investigate this early enough to catch it before it starts harming people. That's what we're going to change. We're going to change the laws to make it easier for the Competition Bureau to take on this price gouging and other types of behavior which hurts Canadians and drives up the cost of food.